What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know, just out here sweating to death in my car, and I'm like, let's bang out another video. As some of you may know, for anyone that follows me on Instagram, this video is actually all about you guys. I asked everybody that follows me to send me in their coolest or most proud kitbashers, and I'd feature them in the video. And for anyone that's been subscribed for a while, this is something I used to do at the end of all my videos. But as I just kind of talk forever, my videos were just getting way too long. And I figured it would just be better if, let's say, once every couple weeks, I do a little community roundup where I do this and I ask you guys to send me in your cool shit, and I'll throw it up on the channel and talk about it, because quite frankly, I get way more credit than I deserve. There are far more talented people than me getting way less internet love and internet reward points. So it's about time that I continued doing my part to spread the love to other artists, or just, you know, artists that are really talented, whether they're well known or not. So these are all people that sent me in their stuff. Thanks to all these people. If for some reason you missed it, or if for some reason I'm just a freaking, human donut and somehow missed your submission, I'm pretty sure I was checking really thoroughly for me, so I don't think I did. But if I did, send it again, tag me again, just beat me over the head with it until I see it. But for sure, anybody that wants to send me in stuff going forward, I'll do my best to keep track of all of it and feature everything that I possibly can, even if I have to make one of these videos once a week, just to keep up with. So without further ado, let's get into today's kitbashes, and I should have all of the models as I talked about them popping up somewhere over here. So to start things off, and this is just in order that they were sent, there's no like favorite to least favorite or anything like that, because I could never choose. We've got Riggs Miniatures, and this was sent in pretty last minute. This actually popped up today. But this guy, again, like, where's the love from my man here? Shit's awesome. He sent me in, this is Demon Prince Fulgrim. And I've seen a couple people do this, where you take the Sigvald the Magnificent top and you put that on the Marathi body. Of course, if anybody that knows the lore or whatever, Fulgrim is basically just a scary rape snake demon man now. And this is very accurate. This looks just like how Fulgrim is in the lore. He's got all the arms, the long snake body with the man torso on top, the wings. It is spot on. So like I said, I've seen this kitbash done a couple times, but this is probably one of the best ones I've seen. The painting is of course phenomenal. Models are blended smoothly together. It looks like a kit you could buy. It doesn't look like it doesn't really look like some kitbashes. They look cool, but they're not put together so smooth, and you can pretty clearly tell this looks like a model you could buy. This looks like the model of Fulgrim. And as I said, painting very well done. Great looking model overall. I don't know what rules you would use for him. Maybe just Demon Prince rules, or maybe like what's the Slanesh big demon called? Keeper of Secrets, Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Maybe you could use for now. But very cool. Would be very happy to see that on the table across from me. Moving on, our next is ardite.chronicles, and I'll apologize again because there's a couple ones that I think might be from different languages and stuff. If I mispronounce your name, I should be having everybody's page pop up, so go and check all these people out. And ardite.chronicles has talked to me several times, and he actually reached out and was asking for my thoughts on what he's doing. So he's doing a Tau kill team right after my own heart. It's all auxiliaries. He wants all the different races all working together, kind of like a Bad Batch, 80s action movie mashup kind of thing. Like, these are, the scum of the earth, Tau Empire, being thrown into horrible situations. They've just scrounged up from wherever. So this character that he sent is his Dark Eldar, or maybe it's an Eldar Corsair. I think it was it's supposed to be Dark Eldar, kind of the same thing. And it's representing a Breacher. So look at this epic pose he's doing. Of course, he's jumping off the heroic rock. He's got his pistols out. It's such a cool, dynamic action pose, and like it's not the biggest, most crazy kitbash, but again, it's just very fluid, very smooth. It's taking something and making it cooler, right? Like a Tau Breacher, kind of lame. This Breacher though, very cool. Like I said, love the base, I love the pose, and I can't wait to see the whole kill team all painted up together. I think it's going to look very cool. From talking to him, I kind of know a couple things that might be coming from him, so I'm excited to see that. Next up, and this is again somebody I've talked to numerous times, this is Lord of Skulls. And again, if you're not following these guys, like, what are you doing with your life? Lord of Skulls makes my World Eaters Chaos look like garbage. As his name implies, Lord of Skulls, he has a thing for the Lord of Skulls unit, but no two Lord of Skulls from this guy are the same. He kitbashes the hell out of them. Everyone is different and everyone is unique. And so I was talking to him, and he plans to do at least a small force from each of the Chaos Legions. So far he has some Iron Warrior stuff and some World Eater stuff. Now he's starting on some Emperor's Children stuff. And I think that for each one he plans to do a Lord of Skulls, or at least one, because I think he has like 4 total now. Very, very cool. As you can see, like, I could spend the whole video talking about each one of these. One of my favorite that's going to come up now, it's not even a Lord of Skulls, it's a Brass Scorpion, but it's represented as it's a Warlord Titan's hand, and he calls it the Hand of Perturabo, which of course is the Primarch of the Iron Warriors. So how cool is that the Iron Warriors made this giant mechanical monster hand, call it the Hand of Perturabo, and have that marching around? It's very, very cool, and it's actually like pretty much the right size. I think maybe it's a little bit short, but the way he has it posed and the turret on top, I think it's probably very close. And yeah, all of his Lord of Skulls, each one very unique. The Iron Warriors one looks more like tanky, durable, lots of guns, big hammer, whereas the World Eaters ones look more, you know, fast and savage. The Emperor's Children one has a Bluetooth speaker built into it, so he can blast, you know, I'm assuming amazing rock songs as he crushes people with his giant guitar. It's amazing. It's amazing stuff. And you know, and like, I'm just talking about the big things, but all the little things are kitbashed too for his army. They're all very cool. Oh, one more he sent. It's Lord Discordant for World Eaters, I believe, and it's like a freaking Juggernaut hot rod. So like, I love motorcycles in 40K, so it's about as cool as it gets. And I can't wait to see what's next for him, because like I said, I believe he said he's going to try and do all the legions. So like, what's the Alpha Legion Lord of Skulls going to look like? What's the Night Lords one going to look like? I think he said Night Lords was next, actually, so be pretty spooky. Next up is, and I might be saying this wrong, Ostage Hat. I said I'll have the page pop up right here. And this is his Death Dread. And, you know, kitbashing and orcs go together about as well as, Wendy's, Frosties, and French fries. You know, it's delicious. It's creme de la creme. You can kitbash anything with orcs, but there are good and bad orc kitbashes. This is definitely a good one. It's simple but effective. He's got the Death Dread. It's obviously painted very well, and he's just added more arms, more DACA. That looks to be a Necron gun on the one side there. Looks very cool. The pose is cool, very dynamic. It's just lumbering forward, all awkward, and the orc dreads kind of move like clumsy toddlers, just kind of crashing into everything. It looks super cool. I would love to play a whole army done in this way. It's very whimsical. The pose is cool. Just more guns, more arms, more ridiculous. Like, doesn't have to make sense. It's orcs. Don't care. Just strap a battle cannon to his forehead and you're good to go. So very cool, very well done. And it's very flavorful for orcs. Next up we have 40K Tanith, etc. is his name, and it's not hard to see what this man's probably favorite army is, and that is the Tanith First and Only. And first off, I want to say respect for being dedicated to a niche faction. As somebody who's all about the crew, can highly respect that. The Tanith are, of course, a very cool and elite Imperial Guard regiment. They're very small. Their world was mostly destroyed, I believe, so there's only the one regiment, it's First and Only. But their signature thing is the cloaks, and of course, to put that on every single guardsman, that's a lot of green stuff work. And it's all very smooth, it's all very well done here. Probably better than what I can do. I suck at cloaks, so hats off to you for doing an entire guard army and sculpting cloaks on every single guy. He's using parts from the various different human factions, including Necromunda gang parts. I think it's I forget what they're called, but they're the Enforcer guys. He's got parts from them. Of course, normal guard, and like I said, very cool. And actually, here's a side-by-side of the one that inspired the one he sent and the official artwork, and it's spot on. Like, how cool is that it matches the artwork so well? So good for him. Very, very much dedication. Hats off to you, good sir. And then finally, I think this is left. Oh no, there's 2 left. Sorry. I've got a little cheat sheet here so I can remember everybody's names. We've got Prairie Mountain Studios, and he actually was featured once in a previous video at the end. This guy is actually really new to 40K, and he decided, nah, normal armies, normal painting, that's not beginners. He is a beginner. That's for people lazier than himself, I guess, because he just goes straight in with giant dioramas. It's the diorama madman who just goes into 40K and is like, I want to make a whole scene, not just one model. So he makes these epic Tau battle scenes that will feature numerous models, suits, whatever, all working together. He does really cool special effects. As you can see here, we've got the smoke blasting out from that gun drone there. He makes really cool terrain and scenery for them. And if you go check out his page, he actually makes furniture, I think I saw knives as well as cosplay stuff. So just an all-around super talented dude, doing all kinds of crazy shit. But all his dioramas, very well done. Hats off to you, sir, because I know making terrain and stuff, that's a whole nother side of the hobby that a lot of people don't even touch. And now, last but not least, we can't do a Kitbash showcase here without featuring some Kroot. My boys, we need some Kroot up in here. So we've got Danny's builds. Now again, what are we doing? But give this man some fucking followers. He's making cooler Kroot monsters than I do. Certainly some Kroot monsters to rival my own, and again, I have to applaud the uniqueness. I love when people they find some combination of things or some idea that hasn't been done before. He has numerous Kroot monsters that, even if I've seen something similar, they're not done the way he's doing them. So he's using, he sent a picture with like 4 different things in it. I'm going to try to remember them off the top of my head. I know one is using the Squigosaur. I think I've seen that before, but again, like the green stuff on the face, doing the beak and everything, plus the rider, it's very well done. It's very smooth, excellent green stuff work. I believe there's one using Radikar the Beast, and for anybody that's following me, you know that I did one of those for my Commander Farsight proxy, but I did not do nearly as much green stuff work as this guy did. I was using more, I mean, I still had to do a lot, but not this. Look at how this guy's done the whole chest, and I think he sculpted the whole head. It's not 3D printed, so again, very, very talented. But my personal favorite, and it's obviously just getting started, is the Lord of Change with giant 3D printed Kroot head, or Kroot hound head. That is an idea that never even crossed my mind to use that model, and I can't wait to see what that becomes. He says it's going to be a Riptide, so I imagine there's going to be some armor added on there. I'm very interested to see how he incorporates the various guns and weapons or whatever, and the big shield thing. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's such a cool model to use. It's the right kind of dimensions and height to use as a Riptide. And I told him, I said, I might not have to steal that idea for something down the road. I'm not sure yet what, but I thought that was a really good idea. I love the uniqueness of all these, and I can't wait to see the whole army done. So that about wraps up everybody. Like I said, huge shout outs to all those people that sent models in. I said all of their pages should have popped up throughout the video. Please go check them all out, give them follows, give them likes. They're all very talented in their own way, and they definitely deserve the love of the community. And so yeah, as I said, if you have models, if you're watching this and you have stuff like, oh man, I really wish all of Average Joe's 900 YouTube subscribers would see my models too, send them in, my guy, and I'll feature them. It's no problem at all. I love to see cool stuff, and I love to talk about it. So anybody that wants to send it in wherever, DM me, tag me, whatever works for you. As always, if you'd like to support the channel at all, Patreon link is down below. Any future work in progress stuff from me, as well as extra entries into giveaways and all that kind of garbage, can be found there. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.